My name is Nwaokocha, and I'm here to present my project that I made during the Tech Summer 24. During the Tech Summer 24, I learned about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript under Coach Timileyin Olayiwa, and it's what helped me to create my project today. So, for my project, I made an application that can give weather forecasts of cities. All you need to do is input the name of the city that you want to know the weather of, and to tell you the temperature and the condition. Okay, so I made the weather. Can you see the?
Yes. Weather plus.
The weather application to give the forecast of cities. All you need to do is enter the name of any city. So let me try Asaba, and then you click on the button and it will give you the temperature and the condition of the city. Today we had a patchy light rain and the temperature is 25.7 degrees Celsius. So even if, let's say now you input the name of a country by mistake, it can give you, I wrote it in such a way that it will give you the name of a city in that country. So let's try Nigeria. In Nigeria, to give us Abuja is 30.1 degrees Celsius and it's partly cloudy. So this is the code. For the code in HTML, I used a doc type. Doc type is used when you want to specify the version of HTML you are using. Then I have a root tag. That's the root tag is mostly language. Then I have the head tag. The head tag is the part of the code that user can't exactly interact with. Under it, I have my meta tag, where I set my character encoding, the device width, and the title. Then I link it to my CSS. Then in the body tag, the body is where the user can interact with. In the body, I have the header, I have the div class, that's the container for the weather forecast. My logo name is Weather Plus. Then for my input, that's where you can enter the city name. Then I have the button that says the get weather. Then I have the H2 ID. You can only have one H1, but you can have multiple H2s. I have the H2 ID as location, paragraph ID as temperature, and the other paragraph ID as description. Then in the styles, I use CSS to do the styles. Under styles, I had font family specifies the fonts for the document. I have Cambria. Then I aligned everything in the center and I justified my content in the center. The margin from the top is 150 pixels, and my background image, that's the blue background. Then for background repeat, if you only put your background image, the background starts to repeat. But when you put background repeat, no repeat, it specifies that the background should not be repeated. And the background size is cover, that means it covers the full screen. No matter what device you are using, it will cover it. Then in my container, that's my weather container, the text align is in the center. The padding is the internal spacing of the container is 10px, and the border radius means how round the edges are, is 16 pixels. For my logo, I have font size of 24 pixels, the font weight is bold, and the color is gray. Then the input type just means like the size of that box where I wrote enter city name. We have the width as 80%, the padding 10 pixels, the margin 10 pixels, and then the border is 1 pixel solid. Solid means that the whole border is connected and the color of the border is
JavaScript.
Black. Okay, so for the JavaScript, one thing that was important for me to make this weather application was an API. An API means application programming interface. it helps me to get weather information from that site and place it on my own. Then you can see that the async function, this is the function, and the only way a function can work is when you invoke it, and I invoke this function in my button. Then the constant response is if you input, if the response was okay, then the location will get the location, it will get the temperature in degrees Celsius, and it will get the current condition. But if it wasn't okay, it will display an error message in the console. For this project, I would like to thank I want to thank Coach Tim Lane for helping me to know and understand the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and how to utilize them to make my project like this. Thank you.
A round of applause for him. I have questions. I had questions from immediately you started presenting. I had questions, and then but I didn't want to interrupt you. I wanted you to be done presenting so that you can answer some of them. And immediately you went into your JavaScript and explained where the information of the weather was coming from. It was interesting because I didn't even think you guys would get to that point where you even got to start talking about APIs and even interacting with APIs. It's actually interesting. I won't lie to you. I'm impressed, very impressed. This is a project that can do so much even after now. But I have a question for you. What did you know about coding, programming before you came into this program?
Well, before I entered tech school, I didn't exactly know how to code, how to program.
You've not done anything on HTML, CSS, or JavaScript. This is your first time?
Yes.
You did this after 3 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, so that's interesting. That's quite interesting. You guys should clap more. You should actually clap more. This is actually very interesting. And this is what I'm going to tell you, Samuel. You've built something that is relevant. I can't wait to see how you keep improving on this project. See this project, I'm glad you guys use the real text editor, code editor for this thing. I can't wait to see you keep building. And I'm saying this to every one of you. What you have built now is just the beginning. Keep improving on it. By batch B, when you be presenting your project on Python for batch B, I'd love to also see how much this project has improved. This particular one you did for batch A has improved by that time. So keep building, keep improving on this. This is actually so beautiful. Let me clap for you. And your presentation was amazing. Are your parents here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, it would have been a shame if you didn't get to see all those amazing things that he has just done. Awesome.
Oh, I'm so impressed. I'm really impressed.
Awesome. In fact, you guys clap for yourselves. Everyone, clap for yourselves. Learners now. Because it took your interest, it took your commitment to even get it done. Clap for yourself. You deserve it. Samuel Nwaokocha, this was awesome. I love to see what you do in batch B.